Hello. So for today I want to talk about the South China Sea dispute from the international law perspective. So generally, international law is known as the law that regulates the legal subject across the countries. At first, it was only interpreted as the law that regulating the behavior and relations of several countries in IR, and from time to time it has become increasingly complex. In the context of the problem that occurred in South China Sea, it involving several claimant states and also other countries that concern. So the role of international law, particularly we can refer to 1982 of the UNCLOS or the United Nations Conventions on the Law of the Seas, and also the other legal instruments are applicable to tackle this issue. Generally, international law set the various interests of the state that dealing with one each other. These interests include the territorial integrity and sovereign rights of a country to the area of land, air, and also the ocean. With regard to territorial dispute, territory of a country covered the part of air, land, and also the ocean. However, the problem of sea territory is not owned by every country. In other words, only certain countries have sea territories, namely countries where the land area borders the sea. And also, the sea became the boundary of a country with another, which the limitation point determined through bilateral or multilateral agreement. It means that is a limit of a country's power as far as the outer lines of its territorial boundaries. Alright, move on to the South China Sea dispute. This issue is motivated by three factors, namely political, economy, and strategy. This factor is the primary motive for the claimant states to strive for their rights in the South China Sea. And the area of the dispute parties claimant in the South China Sea majorly focus at the two main islands, which called as Spratly and Paracel Island. The state claimants to the Spratly Islands are Brunei, China, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Taiwan and Vietnam also claim ownership of the Paracel Islands, which are under control of the China since 1974. Furthermore, to tackle this issue, this can be solved by using the theories of international law and international practices, including state border treaty between one country to another. Firstly, claims against the futures of an area can be used theory claims against futures such as island, coral, reefs, elevation at low tide, shallow, and etc. While claims against sea area can be used theory claims against marine areas, including territorial waters, and also for the jurisdiction which regarding to the contiguous zone, EEZ, which is exclusive economic zone, and also continental shelf. Besides, there are also numerous efforts in tackling these issues. For instance, Philippines filed a PCA or the Permanent Court of Arbitration lawsuit with regard to congested area in 2013, and the decision came right in the 2016. From the decision in the 2016, the court has ruled that China has no legal basis to claim historical rights to the South China Sea. In response, China rejected the ruling on the ground that this case has violated the general practices in the Court of Arbitration, because to submit a case in arbitration, it requires a mutual both consent of state parties. Since then, Philippines and other claimants have done a little to challenge China's continued development at the part of the island. Lastly, to conclude, the role of international law in managing dispute is vital, as the law itself is something that states have the obligation to follow it. From a military point of view, the region is significant to maintain and enhance its national security. So this is why in the first place, China keep increasing their military capabilities at the area of dispute in the South China Sea. So that is all about for the general explanation regarding the case of South China Sea dispute from the international perspective. So I hope that I have explained it clearly for all of you to understand in a simplest way. So thank you for watching. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and comment down below about this case. And don't forget to subscribe to YouTube Atma Studio and turn on post notification to keep updating the latest video will come out. So that's all. Thank you.